YouTube, and welcome to a new series I'm going to be starting, which is going to be all about trees. So the first thing you can see here is a custom tree that I've just made, and in this video I'm going to go over how I made the tree and the process behind it, and then from then on I'll be starting tutorials of the trees that I'm going to build in these videos, starting with this one. Okay, so first thing you need to do when you're doing trees is you need to know what tree you want to make. That's the main thing. A lot of people will just make a tree and they'll make the same looking one, and when you put them all together it can look good, sometimes it does, but just cluttering an area with trees doesn't make it look that good. When you think about it in real life and you get clusters of trees or you get forests, it's never just the same type of tree, it's always different trees. So this, from this angle, I suppose it's a bit of an oak tree, that's what I was going for. Then from this angle, could maybe be a beech tree. But again, it's a small oak, that's what this is. From this side, oak tree. Can't really get a good angle from this side. But that's what I was going for. I was going for an oak tree. And the best way to think of it is just go to Google Images, and search what type of tree you want, whether it's elm, beech, willows. Okay, there's thousands, probably more than that actually, of different trees out there, so you've got lots to choose from, and they all look similar, and in some pictures the same tree might look completely different. So it's down to you and your personal preference which one you want to go for. Right, so enough of that, let's go into the process of making the trees. Well, I suppose that wasn't. Okay, so first thing you need to do, start with the trunk. Now a lot of people, when they're making trees, they'll go like this, they'll spawn 5-6 blocks like that, make a nice big tree. Okay, you can do that. Oh, lagging out. You can do that, but it's not very realistic. If you think about a tree trunk in real life, especially for a small tree like this one, they're not that thick. So one block and just nice and tall. Okay, so that's what I've started with. Next, add in the branches. Now, apart from the main tree, you don't want a straight line. Nature doesn't grow in straight lines, so you want it to be on different levels and going off at angles. So like here, could have just done a branch that just went straight out like that. Maybe it would have been fine, you wouldn't really notice when the leaves were around it, but just making it go up that one extra block, that's what makes it stand out a bit more, and that's what gives the tree a bit more shape. These small blocks that are going off at angles are meant to be smaller branches, and with Conquest and the metadators and Optifine, you can change the texture of a cobblestone wall, and that's something that I do a lot with the trees if I'm on a server and I have access to world edit and stuff like that. So these branches will be cobblestone walls, and then move on to the fences. So just keep it simple and only go out. For a small tree this size, you only really want to go 2, 3, maybe 4 blocks maximum in any one direction, and make sure that you fill the corners. Don't just go in a straight line here, going straight out. No, I've come out one and then gone out another block, so it's coming out. Didn't even make sense. If you understood that, well done you. Okay, so once you've got the main branches done, I like to add fences. This is optional, don't have to do it. I just think it gives the tree a bit more shape, a bit more added depth, and it helps you visualise what it's going to look like before you put the leaves on. If you don't want to use the fences, it's fine, you can just put extra leaves where they are. The reason I do use fences is because I don't like floating leaves. Okay, so there's lots of great tree repositories out there, Lentes for example, and the trees in that, they are fantastic, brilliant, but every now and then you get a leaf block that's like this. Okay, and it works, but when you're up close and you're under the tree and just see it floating, I don't think it looks good from far. They're brilliant up close. So that's what I've got. All of these fence posts, okay? And then once you've done that, that's the hard part. All you have to do then is add leaves to, ooh, that's a log. Leaves to the sides, all sides like this, to the top of every fence and to the bottom of every fence. And that's all I've done for this tree, and as you can see, it turns out quite nicely. And you do get areas like this where you can see the log showing, and that's fine, because if you look at a tree in real life, there are areas where the leaves don't cover the whole tree, and there are areas where you can see straight through to the trunk. So that's about it for this little intro video, and following on from this now, we're going to be doing tutorials on how to make trees. I'm going to try and do 3 sizes for each tree. So this will be my small version. I'll make a medium sized one, which will probably be about twice this size, and then a mega huge large one if I can bring myself to do it. That'll be about 3-4 times this size. I think oak trees, I Wikipedia'd this once, they grow to about 35 meters tall and can be 60 meters across. So you think that in Minecraft terms, 60 blocks across for a tree, that's quite massive. So I might have the odd one that's that size, but generally they'll probably be well, actually, how tall is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's about 10 blocks tall, so probably talking 30 blocks, 35 would be the tallest that I'll go for my trees. Okay, thanks for watching, stay to the end. Don't forget to comment, rate, like, dislike, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and hopefully see you guys in the next one.